Yo dudes, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following me for a while, you've probably seen some of my videos on the Huben Power regs for the Air Force Condor and Talon platform, and they're really fantastic. But I've got some news for you. They have a new thing out, and this one is going to actually enable you to use the stock standard high flow Condor or Talon valve. Really, I'd recommend the Condor valve on their reg. So essentially, it's everything it was before. It's the same 50cc plenum, except you're able to take your M18 threaded Condor reg off of your stock bottle and put it directly on this reg. Well, why would you need to do that? You're probably asking, because the previous reg had its own valve, and actually the spin lock style valve that was on the previous Huben reg, which I helped them with, is actually very nice. To put it in perspective, on this gun, which is a 25 caliber Condor SS, I was able to shoot 34 grainers at about right at about 870 FPS, 865-ish, which was about 56 or 57 foot-pounds, if my math in my head is correct. But since the Air Force valve is a little bit higher flow, you're able to get some higher velocities at the same pressure. So just to put that in perspective, this reg I've got set at the exact same pressure, about 165 bar, that I had on the last reg in my last video for this, but I'm able to push the same projectiles like more than 50 FPS or right around 50 FPS higher just by using the Condor valve. So anyway, that's the preamble here. We're going to go in there and show you some crony numbers. And then I've also got a discount code for these guys that'll save you 10%. But if you're looking to upgrade your Air Force Condor or Talon, this 100% is the way. You're also going to need a tank. So the stock Air Force tank is only 200 bar. After you take your valve off, throw it away. What you're going to want to do is get a 4500 PSI or 300 bar tank. And then you've got way, way more shots at about the same power level as stock. And this has never been commercially offered before. You would usually have to go to a custom shop to get something like this. So anyway, let's go in there. We'll get some chrono numbers and you can see for yourself. All right, so how I've got this set up, you guys, is I've got a Tuxing 360cc tank on there, 300 bar, really nice tank. And that cover right there, I also grabbed off of Amazon, and I'm going to leave links in the description and comments for that. All of the Amazon links benefit the channel a little bit, so if you're shopping through there, I really appreciate you. Even if you don't grab the product in the link and you just click in via one of my links and do your shopping, that helps the channel. But anyway, really nice tank on there, really nice cover with a nice cheek weld on there. And then we've got the Huben reg on there with the standard Condor high flow valve, and everything else in the gun is stock, except you can maybe see it a little bit in there, the brass. I've got a 95 gram Talon Tunes hammer. And next we'll do some shooting. All right, so we're going to be shooting the FX 34 grain pellets out of this thing, which I found it likes quite a bit. Keep in mind, this is not some type of accuracy test. I simply want you to see the power that this thing is producing. So reg is at 165 bar. I've got the stock Condor valve, and keep in mind, this is the old school Condor valve with the 2 set screws. It isn't even the ring lock. So you might be able to even get a little bit better performance with the ring lock. But all right, here we go. We're just going to take some random shots out there. I've got a red dot on this gun. I do have a KYL out there, so I guess I'll try to wing a couple at that, and we'll see what kind of velocities I'm getting. Okay, so I've got this thing set at 34 grains. We're going to put it into this mode here, which will tell us our foot-pounds and our FPS. And I'm just going to start winging them down there. I don't really care about the accuracy. What I do care about is the power. So remember, before it was at, with the same exact setup, same power, I was at about 865 FPS. And let's see how much power I'm making with this valve. 923. So that's 64 foot-pounds. Before, keep in mind, I was making like, I don't know, 55, 56, somewhere in there at 865. .907, a little lower on that one. Still 62 foot-pounds. Oh, there we go. I hit the KYL, 925 FPS there. And can I do that again? Oh, there it is. Another hit on the KYL with a red dot sight. Not too bad. So 918 FPS. And this reg is brand new, so it's still sort of breaking in. 916. But that goes to show you right here that this thing is pretty awesome, and you don't have any wasted parts because you're taking your stock valve right off of your stock tank, which might require a little bit of a special tool, or sometimes you can stick a drill bit in the pre-drilled hole on the valve to remove it. The other thing you're going to need to do is remove your fill nipple and just get a 1/8 NPT threaded plug and plug that hole where the fill nipple was, because obviously you can't fill through a regulator, so you're going to fill through the fill port that's already on the regulator. All right, so check this out. One more aspect of using your stock valve on the Huben reg is you can retain your original gauge, which is in PSI. My reg gauge on this is in bar, so it's 165 bar, and that's about 2,500 PSI. And then we still get the bottle pressure gauge on the other side that comes with it. So that's kind of cool. When you add your own valve, you get the additional PSI gauge. So whether you're used to bar or PSI, you're totally good either way, which is pretty cool. All right, we're gonna let Eric shoot this thing. He was looking at it as I was doing the video. He was doing the filming, and he was like, you know what? I want to shoot that thing really badly. So, Eric, fire away, my friend. Oh, he gets the KYL on the first shot. Nice. Trying to zoom in on that thing. So it's just a tiny KYL rack there. There you go. Nice. And let's see, what was the velocity on that? 916. So it seems like it's maybe settling a little bit. It is brand new. I've probably fired, I don't know, less than 50 rounds out of it. So, and we could even jack the pressure up higher for more power, but I feel like that is a perfect speed for 34 grain pellets. 913, not bad. So that's 63 foot-pounds. So if you've got a Condor, especially a 25 SS, man, you can make good power for eliminating squirrels and all the way up to coyotes just simply using that valve. Let's see, can you do the KYL one more time for the camera?
Oh, that's asking a lot. All right.
On, my friend. Well, anyway, what do you think of that thing?
That's pretty cool. These guns have like a really unique look. They're fun to shoot too.
I can't get away from them, and that's why
the red dot's nice too.
That's why I've got their logo tatted permanently on my arm. Anyway, thanks for shooting that, Eric. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks.
All right, so for the shooting that Eric and I just did, we took 10 shots. High 925, low 907, average 916, standard deviation 4.89. Very respectable, and that reg's still getting broken in. So haven't spent a lot of time tuning, but definitely the power is there and pretty consistent as well, just right out of the box. Awesome, awesome upgrade. I think this is now in final state, so I'm not going to use the previous regs that I had from Huben, because this one with the stock valve is getting me a ton of shots and more power. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Check out the links in the description and comments below. I've got a coupon code for you to save you 10%. And post up your results in the comments. I want to hear from you guys about how dope this thing is, because I can't be the only one. This thing is awesome. So thanks for checking out the video. We'll catch you next time. Peace.